keep hitting the shit out of these bumps. I forget how we even start this. What do we talk about?
Doctor Strange, you think you know how the world works? What if I told you the reality you know is one of many?
This doesn't make any sense.
Not everything does. Not everything has to.
All right, so episode 5. 6. It's been a while.
Yep. Today we're seeing Doctor Strange, brand new Marvel superhero movie.
Benedict Cumberbatch
And Tilda Swinton, the two most alien-looking actors.
I love Benedict. Actually, Tilda Swinton's pretty great too. So overall, I do like Marvel movies, but like I just cannot get excited about this one. Fuck. I don't know. I'm gonna be damn. Ah!
Do you know who's directing it?
No.
I don't know. I didn't look anything up for this.
Me neither. Fuck. I was going to, but then I started playing Call of Duty.
I know isn't the Asian guy that's going to be in Rogue One in this, right?
I don't know, and I don't want to confirm or deny because I don't want to make it look like I think all Asians look alike.
I think he is.
Okay. Actually, you know what? The latest trailer that I think came out did get me like a little more excited than the original. With the whole like, I mean, it's not like Marvel really needs to inject a lot of humor. It's like they don't have the DC problem, but the whole like Wi-Fi thing at the end of the trailer, that was funny.
I'm also just excited because this looks like it's going to be completely different from any other superhero that's been done.
Yeah, it's
crazy special effects, world-bending shit.
I gotta be honest, I don't really know what to expect except for some like really cool visuals, and I have an open mind. I'm ready to enjoy it.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Doctor Strange.
I don't really have too much to say. Hopefully, I will have good things to say after.
2 hours later.
So, what did you think?
Well, just straight up, if this doesn't win an Oscar for visual effects, then something's screwed up.
I think that's the biggest takeaway. If you're coming in as a non-comic book person,
Yeah.
just like looking to enjoy a movie, the effects and like the editing, like I can't imagine how much time when they had like 13.
Yeah, they had at least 13 different studios doing just visual effects alone, not including all the extra 3D
conversions and all that.
Like, that's
insanity.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I feel like there was a lack of plot, but I also didn't mind it.
Because I didn't feel as like connected, like I didn't really care that much about the characters. I don't know if it was the same for you, but like I didn't mind it because there was like, so much action and like effects and stuff constantly happening that I was like drawn into it anyway.
Like clearly Benedict Cumberbatch has like made a career off being like the smart and somewhat likable asshole.
Yeah.
Like he was almost like, it was like Sherlock MD is like what
pretty much, and then give him some superpowers.
It's like my favorite hospital movie, pretty much. Like it was so weird how grounded they managed to make it, being like having all the elements be so like fantastical, but like a good portion of the movie is in a hospital and it's like about medical procedures.
Yeah. And it was a lot funnier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, some of it fell flat for me, like some of the jokes. Yeah. And then, like, I get it. You got to throw those in there. Yeah. And, like, Marvel is
like, they try to make him like a Peter Parker smartass type guy.
Yeah, I don't really know that much about Doctor Strange, so I don't know if he's typically like that, but...
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah,
There were some funny jokes.
An issue that I had with the beginning and like the likability of the character is like, are we supposed to like him because he's rich and like a good doctor and like an asshole to other doctors? Like I mean, spoilers, I guess, like if we're gonna talk about it, but it's his fault. Like, he was driving like an asshole.
Yeah, he's just a dickhead.
And he flew off the road and fucked his body up. So at that point I was kind of like, okay, well, if I saw somebody driving a Lamborghini, okay, no, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's what you get, flying off of a fucking cliff. But like, he straight up just like hit a car, and it was completely his fault. And I guess that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to like condemn his
ego.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least they stuck with it throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
That was like a huge character flaw for him, which was cool. They kept it the same. It was consistent. I liked all the side characters. They were all pretty cool.
Rachel McAdams was really good.
I didn't even know she was in it.
Yeah, she's like a really good actress. I can't pronounce that guy's name. I have no idea. The really good actor from 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
He was really good in it. I see an issue with all Marvel films, and people have talked about this before, but the villains are an issue with them. I feel like it wasn't even a person. Like, the villain was just evil, pretty much, for this movie, and
I feel like with someone that strong, you shouldn't just be able to like just beat him right away. Like, I feel like that should be like the end all. Like,
what did you think about how he defeated him?
I mean, it was cool. I bought it because I've seen it in like it was like almost the exact same thing they did in a Naruto thing. So like, I bought into it. I was like, okay, I get it. I mean, I like the idea.
I feel like it's a little anticlimactic. So what happens is he just tricks him. He puts like the evil being, I don't even remember his name, but
he puts them in a time
loop,
and they're just stuck repeating the same thing.
And he's pretty much just like, fine, fuck it, just, fine, I'll leave. Like, that's pretty much what happens. He's just like, okay, this is gonna suck if I keep having to do this again. So actually, I'll just leave. Okay?
Yeah. I did like the idea of them fighting in like reverse while shit is.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
And that just goes to like the editing, like we said. I think that was seriously the best part. I mean,
clearly, yeah.
Holy shit! Like, everything is moving in reverse around them. You see somebody they like hit something in their car and flew out of the windshield, and you see them fly back into the windshield. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. It was hard to keep up with at some points, and in the beginning they kind of throw that stuff at you right away, and I wasn't a huge fan of the first like 4 minutes. Like, once I saw like their costumes and like where they were, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can buy this. I don't know if I can like do this.
I didn't mind it.
But then you get used to it. Like, I got used to it. It's very different than any other Marvel films. And like, they kind of make fun of the costumes too. Like, when he comes back into the hospital, Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, she's like, what the hell are you wearing?
Yeah, what is this? So it's pretty self-aware that it's like a little weird to look at for people who aren't like really into comics and like aren't familiar like with that character or whatever.
Yeah.
But this kind of fell into the problem for me with like the villain. I don't know. It's always just like, the world is ending. Stop the world from ending. Is like everything.
Yeah.
And that's why superhero movies that are coming out now, like Deadpool and Logan, the trailers coming out, is super interesting because it's the same characters that you like, but it's more contained and personal, I guess.
Yeah, they need to, like, with a character that hugely strong and like, he literally is a destroyer of worlds.
Yeah.
Like, they need to build up. I feel like they just need like 3 movies to build up to fight that guy.
Yeah, and so
he mastered how to control time like really fast.
Quickly, pretty quickly. I mean, like, I could buy into it because he was like, they showed him having like a photographic memory. So I guess what they did was they were like, oh, he memorizes the spells. That was kind of how they did it. But I mean, like, it was not years.
It was not. I think it was like 1 year. like around 1 year, he mastered like.
And like I don't even. It's not like I want to see that as the whole movie, like, but. Yeah, whatever. You just gotta buy that shit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't hate it. I mean, it was just, I don't know. It was just weird seeing him be crazy. Good
I kind of just
time.
threw that out of my head. I was like, okay, he's gonna learn this really fast, and I just gotta be ready for that.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah, it was really entertaining. Like if I took myself out of it a few times just to try to like think about what was going on, and if you took yourself out of it, you kind of were like, what has happened? What has actually happened? And not much, but it was entertaining. So I had to force myself out of it. Like I was into it the whole time, and I don't know, it kept my attention. It was cool. I liked it.
Yeah. I liked it.
Do you have any like negatives?
Negatives? I just would have, I don't know, there's just wasn't a whole lot of backstory to make me care a whole lot about the characters. But I mean, that was like the only
they kind of
there's so much shit they had to cram into.
Yeah, it's a lot to.
So I mean, with that in mind, it was really good.
Yeah, and I think that's just kind of a comic book thing that maybe they thought they could get away with. They're like Doctor Strange. People like Marvel. People will like him. They'll go out and buy the comics,
plus,
and they'll know the character.
People will buy it and understand why.
It's like what they're doing with Spider-Man. Like, we don't need another Spider-Man origin story.
Yeah.
So they're just throwing us in. But we all know Spider-Man. Like, not everybody knows Doctor Strange. So, yeah, I guess we could make him like a little more likable. Not everybody likes like the lovable asshole character.
Yeah.
I do, so I was okay with it. But yeah, that might be something I should have worked on. Okay, well that's good. We don't really have many complaints. It was cool. It was fun. It didn't feel like it was long.
I liked how it was a lot different from other Marvel movies because of all the time manipulating and visual effects, and so I like that.
Yeah, he kind of had to, and it's different because he kind of had to do it himself. Like he wasn't like, oh, this person had this power on accident or something.
Yeah, he had to figure out how to do shit.
Yeah, so he had to work for it. So it was cool. What would you grade it?
Probably like a solid B+, like almost A, but B+.
Yeah, like I'd probably say B, like just like a solid B. In the comic book world, it's really good. If you're into like comic books and shit, you're really gonna like it.
Yeah.
And I think even if you're not super into it, there's not a lot of, you don't have to know the Marvel universe to go see this movie and
it's
like
a side story.
There's no mention. You see the Avengers building and that's it. Like the Avengers building is in the skyline, and I think that's it. And they mention the Avengers.
Yeah, they mention them later. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, hey, remember this is all connected. That's like all that was doing. But
so you'll like it.
Yeah, I would go see it. It was worth the few bucks.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Bye.